Hello everybody, and I'm super excited today. The time has finally come. I'm going to be starting on my trailer. Had it now about 2 years. It needs a few jobs doing to it. It's not as bad as it seems. So first job we need to do is we need to change this towing eye. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the ramp to lift the body off, and saves me taking all this stuff off it. Gonna lift the body off, so I'm gonna put the legs just under the trailer somewhere, just to get it up in the air. Gonna pull the chassis out from underneath, and then what we're gonna do is flip the chassis over. We're gonna grind the towing eye off, and once we ground the towing eye off, what we can do is preheat it, and then we can weld it the correct way up just to make it easier. The welds on it aren't super great, but you know, it obviously hasn't fallen off over the years, so they can't be too bad, but it is extremely chewed up and it's not going to last. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to cut this off, which somebody's made as a bit of a foot, and we have got a new foot over there that we can use, or we can use this one. This is actually off an Arctic Lorry, so we might use that because it's already got a pin and stuff. That was found on the side of the road, so we can, it's going to have to probably be removable, I guess, just so that the T20 little grey Fergie can pick it up. Yeah, might have it so that somehow it fits in here on a pin, so I can lift it up and drop it down. This needs cutting off as well because it's a bit rusty. And also, if you have a close look here, we can see there is a bend in the drawbar. So what's happened is the drawbar here is actually stretched. So what I plan to do is cut it down here and cut a V in it, put a fish plate behind it on both sides, and actually angle it down a little bit so I'll get the chassis sitting level. And then what I'll do is I will measure the height to the towing hook for the T20, and that will then make it sit level. Yes, it will sit a little bit higher on the major, but that's not the end of the world. I'd rather it sat higher on the major and had ground clearance on the T20, because the T20 does most of the shunting, especially in here. So what we need to do is we're going to leave the hydraulic cylinder on the bed. So I'm going to put a ratchet strap around that. We need to take the main pin out there, and I like these things, they're really quick release, they really are, you know. Take the pin out there and same on the other side. Then what we can do is, on lynch pins and R-clip, we lift it up and then we pull the chassis out and then flip it over, and we've got enough ground clearance once we flip it over. Have we? We might be dragging these in the mud, but it's not a problem because we can actually take the welder to it when we're welding. So what we're going to do is flip it over on the grass out the way, and yeah, should hopefully not be too bad a job. Have to do a bit of a repair, put a plate in here where it's a bit thin, but other than that, going to start from the ground and work up. So yeah, towing eye, take the foot off, sort the drawbar out, see if there's any other areas of rust. I think the chassis is pretty solid, to be honest. I think it is. And get that done so that it's safe to tow around a bit more. Brakes I'm not too bothered about at the moment, where the pins go through to locate it at the back there. Not too bothered about the wear on that at the moment either. After we've done that, we are going to sort out these bits here. This is caused by corrosion up in there, here, between the cross member and the floor, so that all needs cleaning out. It's not as bad on this side as what the other side was, but it is quite bad here on the back where it's blowing it slightly, so that's what we need to do on that. And what I have done is I've already done this side, so what I've had to do is I've had to cut through the welds, which has then let me lift it up a bit here and here with the chisel, so it's just lifting the floor up. I've then been able to get a bar in and actually start knocking the rust out from underneath, so as you can see there's a gap now, and then all I need to do is get a G-clamp on here, pull this back down and weld it back on. So it saves me taking the whole floor off. It's worked quite well, to be fair, for what I need. So that's one side that I did start. We need to then cut these hinges off. We've got new ones of them to weld on. And we've also got some really nice bits as well. This is rotten. It's full of water through here, so I'm going to cut the headboard off. Hopefully we can make a socket to fit in here to drop a post in, so that we can have it as a complete flat deck trailer, and do something very similar at the back. And we've got the original type pins to go in here that has a cotter pin that drops through, rather than the new anti-loose type, which I don't like. They don't look period. They get worn, they drop down, you lift the side up and it bashes on it, and then you got to go and try and get one on and then go to the other, get the other on because it's dropped down. Not keen on that, so the original cut pin ones, lift it up, pops it on every time, drop the pin through, job done. So let's get cracking. So first job we need to do, we need to get the hydraulic tipping pipe out. It is, right, okay, it's actually hooked in here. Thing is to get the jack underneath. So just taking the weight of this cylinder there. So I need to get the split pin out, take the washer off, knock the pin through, and see how we get on to getting the ram out. Spin that around, squash that up a bit more. There we go. See if that'll tap out. Oh yes, fantastic. There we go. Okay, so we've got a bit of wear on that. It's built back up with a welder, not a problem. Punch, drift, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so that's a pin out, punch out, and now we should be able to drop that down a little bit. There we go. So that drops down to there. Next thing is, does it give me enough to do what I want? It might. I might have to bite the bullet and crack the pipe off here, get the cylinder up out the way and put the pipe back on, which is what I think I'm probably going to have to do just for ease when we go to lift it. But we'll get the ramp all positioned up and give it a lift and see what happens. Okay, so we now have the ramp under the back of the trailer. The pin is loose. Hopefully that will wiggle, come out. That pin's come out. Do the same on the other side. Save me losing it. Okay, might lift the ramp a bit more for this side. Oh no, we are good. I've got a linch pin this side, makes it even easier. Pin out, got the long pin in it now. And we should now start to lift off. Right, so the little plate here, it means I do have to take that union off, so I'm going to quickly do that and get the ram out the way and then put the pipe back on. Okay, so we're going to lose a bit of oil doing this. I've got the bowl there because save me tidying up any mess. Now it shouldn't be all that tight, but the bulkhead is undoing instead. There we go, that's it. Perfect. Right, so that's now loose. What I'll do is just get a little brush, give that a clean. Give it a quick clean, make sure I don't get any contamination in it. Even though the ram is absolutely in dire need of a reseal, but hopefully it's going to be under a bit of vacuum.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Got a buildup of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you, but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we could be okay.
So now we have it there, we can put the pipes on. So, oops, there we go.
I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
Health and safety first. Always wear gloves. Do as I say, not as I do. I lead by example, keeping the coronavirus at bay. Ooh, sorry, bit of back angle going on there. So that's that done now. What I will do is continue to lift this up. It's all on the mount properly. Not too happy with all the weight being on the far end, but I don't have a choice in a minute, so that's the hydraulic cylinder off and out of the way. So what I will now do is, whoops, what's happening here with my camera, get my ratchet strap on it, and it would have helped if I never left it on the top. But essentially all I'm going to do is strap down the top there. So we're just going to put the strap around here. This will stop it from slipping forwards. We'll go around the ram hydraulic cylinder, as it should be called, because the ram has horns and is a male sheep. There. I don't advise people to intentionally have to strap with their leg, but it's a bit hard working one-handed. Sorry, working by myself, not one-handed. Right, so I've got some pressure on that, so I don't need to hold it with my leg anymore. Is not really going to go anywhere. Fantastic. Really pleased that's done that for me. So put me washer and split pin back in there so I don't lose that. So I do know what I'm like. I will lose it if I can. Quite intentionally, of course, but it just happens to disappear for me. Knocking stick gun. There we go, that's that. We'll put the pins back in the back. In a minute, we'll just get rid of this ratchet strap so that it doesn't give us any problems. The two pins back in the back here. Just so we don't lose them. So we need to do a little bit of repair on them. Not well. Yeah, it needs bush putting in ideally. Make it better than original. If you're gonna do it, may as well do it right. Like I say, not overly concerned about brakes at this point. Just want it so that it's it's in better state of repair than it is. But underneath, it's really solid, to be fair, really solid. So yeah, got a feeling somebody has, going off the sides of these holes here, I think somebody has put smaller pins in it, which will be half of the problem. Right, so that's that. We're now ready to get the chassis out. I'm going to take it on the grass and we can flip it over. That's the next job.